What's up, YouTube? I'm a little sick today. Been kind of sick the last couple days, but have some time to do some streaming. So I've got Temple Energy. I've got the crystals, max crystals for both my characters, both of my Giga temples. The one for my Pathfinder, the temple is not all the way leveled up yet. I just finished it the other day, so I still got like, I don't know, something like half of the rooms still need to be leveled up. So it's not quite printing as much as it will be once it's leveled up. But yeah, two fun builds I'm playing. This one is the Dodra's Poison Chaos Fireballs with Black Flame Covenant. Bone Storm for bossing. Everything poisons and does a crap load of poison damage. We're using Despair as the curse to lower Chaos res, so a lot of synergy on this build. It's really fun build. Switch this over from the Bone version to Chaos Fireballs. Both versions are really strong. They're very similar. Very few changes I had to make to switch to the Fireball version. If you guys are interested in either of those builds, they're in the description of the live stream. And then the other character used to be a Comet cast on crit Oracle using Elemental Weakness, but I switched that over to Arc. I just got kind of bored of playing Comet, so using Arc now. The POB for that is also in the live stream description. So with that, go ahead and jump into some temple runs. Make sure my chat is up here. Sorry if anybody said anything in my chat. I couldn't see it because my chat window wasn't open until now. So welcome to the stream. Let's do some temple runs. This is all locked up. And we're ready to run at Ziri as well. So we're going to be running at Ziri in both temples every other run. Holy bad RNG, huh? Yeah, that's how it is with Temple, man. It never gives you the rooms that you want. That's been my experience. When I was building this temple, man, trying to get some of these thaumaturges, like this one and this one, when I was waiting for this thaumaturge right here in the first chain, I think I ran like over 30 temples before I finally got a thaumaturge. It was crazy. $60 set crystals, 4 times. I got 2 locks out of all of it. Wow. How many Spy Masters were you running? You're saying like 10 temple runs, you got 2 locks total? Oh, gotcha. They don't come very often in the beginning. When you only got 2 Spy Masters, you're lucky if you get one. You just gotta kind of like, I don't know how many, 3 sets of 10. Damn, that's a lot. Still not too surprising though, honestly. Like, you just got to put other like fodder rooms so that you're less likely to lose those rooms. It is really frustrating to get that few locks though. The beginning of the temple building process is mostly just mapping. Do very little actual time in the temple. I'm having crazy lock luck right now. I've only run 2 Spy Master rooms so far and I've already gotten 2. Talk about RNG. Oh, commanders don't drop locks. Yeah, Quipolotls or Uramotis. The Legion barracks can drop locks. And the if you get a level 3 smithy, it can drop locks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just remember it can only remove from like the end of a chain. So you want to have like as many rooms as possible that are like open for destabilization. Just build like a little tree in the middle with like a bunch of rooms just like sticking off on random ends. Still sounds frustrating as hell though. There are times when I'm working on the temple that I'm just like, I want to quit. I have to like step away from it for a while and go like do other content and stuff because I just get so frustrated. You just gotta stick with it though. The luck will turn at some point. Then you'll have like one turn where you'll drop 5 rooms down at once, and then you'll get 5 locks drop in a single run. Like, you just never know. Oh, okay. Not your first rodeo then, huh? So you know, at least you know what you're in for. That does sound bad though. I've definitely heard some horror stories and experienced some myself. The one thing I'm glad I've never done is I've never looped my temple. Generator room card. That might be worth grabbing. Gas grenade Titan, that sounds interesting. How does that build work? Is it just gas grenade, or are you like exploding the gas? I've done a lot of grenade builds just for leveling. My league starter was a grenade mercenary, but it's always based around like the frag grenade or explosive grenade or whatever it's called being like the main damage source, with gas grenade just to like give an extra explosion. Straight gas grenades, high AoE and poison magnitude and poison stacks. Interesting. Are you using like Herald of Plague to spread that poison? Or do you just not need it since the gas clouds are already big enough? That's crazy. That's a ton of AoE. Is that why you're using Titan for all that AoE? Because Titans get like extra AoE, right? I've actually never played a Titan. Yeah, it sounds like an absurd amount of AoE. That's awesome. Yeah, 4 meters is huge to start. could see where that would be tough for bossing though. Do you have it set up where you can stack multiple poisons on an enemy? Four-second duration is pretty long. Oops. Not leaving yet. Six stacks. How are you able to get 6 stacks on Titan? Oh, are you using like a crossbow that has the rune in it or whatever that gives you more poison stacks? You can only get one of those, right? Yo, what up, Bobby? How's it going? Oh, crap. Gotta go in the Royal Access Chamber first. Oh, okay. I forgot about the snakebite bracers. Those are... That's cool. Yeah, bored. What are you working on, Bobby? Thanks for stopping by. Bunch of garbage. Oh, you work in a cannabis shop? Are you at work right now? I guess I could see a cannabis shop getting kind of boring. It's not like you can partake at work, right? Or can you? I don't know. Ah. Alright, glad I grabbed that. Level up this guy. Lock. Lock. We go back in. That makes sense. I don't know, I feel like anything boring, like little, at least for me, it definitely helps with anything that I'm bored with. So I used to always partake at work. I never worked in a cannabis shop though, so it was always had to keep it on the DL. Dude, that's seriously the way to do it. I've actually done that at work before. I used to have a job where I worked as an instructor, teaching this like class for people to be contractors. So it was like a little like class to teach them how to pass the test basically. And I would like teach the class for a couple hours and then I would let them work independently. And the whole time they were doing that, I'd be like on my laptop being a hideout warrior. My laptop couldn't handle blasting maps and stuff, so it was like, but I could do hideout warrior stuff. AFK simulacrum farmer would be good too. Yeah, it's funny. When I was teaching that class and I was on my laptop, just being in my hideout, dude, my laptop sounded like it was about to fucking explode. The fans were going so fast. Even with like all my graphics on the absolute lowest settings, like I couldn't do anything. It's like hard to even get in the game. My laptop's only a couple years old, and it's like sort of a gaming laptop, but like a really low end one. Oh, really? Being a hideout warrior is still better than nothing though, right? As long as you can do that. If it's that ancient, you probably won't be able to run simulacrums even AFK style. Go Hideout Warrior. Take that as an opportunity to learn how to craft and get good at it, right? Or do all the like market flipping stuff. Hell no. Dude, it's an invaluable skill to have in this game. If you know how to craft, you can do so much. You can do so much more. You'll make so much more currency. There's also just like so much to learn when it comes to crafting. Low tier crafting, high tier crafting, volume crafting, like nice. What you do to craft spears is like pretty similar to how you would craft other weapons. Most martial weapons are kind of the same. There's little nuances. Crafter weapons are a lot different though. Or caster weapons, I mean. Yeah, amulets are definitely good to learn how to craft. Amulets are fairly easy. I actually, early league, made most of my currency crafting amulets. What I was doing was buying, like, I would buy amulets that had like plus the level of skills on them. I would buy amulets that had spirit on them, and then I would use the recombinator. Combine those two and then just exalt slam for the rest of the mods and desecrate one mod, and I would just by getting amulet that had spirit and level of skills, it was like automatically instant profit. I don't think that strategy works this late in the league, but early league, that's a really good strategy to make a lot. Yeah, martial weapons are pretty straightforward, and you get a lot of help from the essences you can use. Because level of skills is less important on martial weapons, so you just slap on that perfect essence of battle, perfect essence of haste. As long as you got crit and decent fizz damage, like, it'll be a good weapon. The problem is they're so easy to craft that everybody does it, and it's hard to make a lot. Spears are less popular though, I feel like. Not a lot of people playing spear builds this league. Unlike bows. Bows are a little harder to craft though, because you want additional arrows, and that's a little harder to get. I recommend if you're getting into Craft of Exile, go to Craft of Exile. If you're getting into crafting, check out Craft of Exile. You can do like simulate your crafts on there. You can learn a lot about crafting because it gives you like infinite currency that you can just play with on there. So you can test and see like, okay, if I spend this much in game, like, will I be able to get something that's actually worth something in the end? What are my margins, stuff like that. Yeah, the recombinator, you're gonna fail a lot. You just got to take that into account before you use it. Like, okay, if I'm only gonna hit, you know, one out of 6 of these, I need to make sure like the amount I spend is gonna, I'll be able to recoup that cost kind of thing. Yeah, Craft of Exile, highly recommended. It's such a good tool. Run temple with rarity and no rarity gear. I mean, I think you're always going to get more loot if you can run the temple with rarity, and the more rarity you can get, the better your drops are going to be. It's a significant difference when you have rarity on your gear. If you run the temple with no rarity, you'll still get drops, but it's going to be a lot less. So it's like if you can fit rarity onto your build, do it. Unless your goal is to run negative rarity, but you have to invest in that a lot. Like that's expensive to invest in, getting negative rarity, but it's actually more profitable. Yeah, the fast metabolism anoint, I think it's actually really good. I haven't tried it myself, but I have to hit my life flask a lot. I think that if you use fast metabolism, you won't have to use your life flask as much, which might actually be nice. It's definitely higher DPS if you put stacking toxins on your amulet or you get it on a megalo. Because getting 6 stacks of poison makes for crazy DPS. I actually did I ran my build through POB earlier because I wanted to make sure that I had the POB for this build for people to check out. And the DPS on the fireballs is crazy. Like the poison DPS with 6 stacks of poison versus so like per fireball, projectile, explosion, etc. per each individual one is like 1.9 million DPS with poison, but that's with 6 stacks. So if I do 4 stacks, we're losing a lot of DPS. So that's why I usually like to have stacking toxins on so we can get that 6th poison. You're welcome. The same is true for the Bone Cage version of the build too. Having more poisons is going to be more DPS, significantly more DPS. But yeah, fast metabolism is probably a really good quality of life thing. Yo, what's up, Topics? How are you doing, man? Might try running fast metabolism after this run though. Switch out my anoint, see how that feels. Oh, you're good. Yeah, just with the anoint, it's like, yeah, the fireball setup is sick. It's actually a ton of damage. I think it's actually might be more damage than the bone cage version of the build. The bone cage, it's just different. That plays a lot differently. The bone cage version of the build, the combined DPS of like poison plus the hit DPS was like 2.5 mil, I want to say. Fireball is 1.9 mil per projectile. Each projectile explodes, and if you have a fire infusion, it shoots out a bunch of smaller fire bolts. And then because of Sion's temper, we can get up to 8 fireball projectiles at once. It was just like crazy, insane amounts of damage, and it covers the entire screen. For the anoint though, you can drop it. The thing is that if you drop fast metabolism, you're gonna have to use your life potion a lot more, and that's the issue that I run into. Is while I'm playing, I'm constantly hitting my life flask, which does get a little bit annoying. So I'm actually kind of thinking I might try, now that you brought it up, I might try fast metabolism after this run, just to see how much better that feels, because it is good quality of life. But you lose a lot of DPS by losing, if you don't have another way to get stacking toxins on the build. Stacking toxins allows us to get 6 poisons. Alright, let's kill the architect. You set your monk up with a similar setup to this. What is your monk build? Okay, I got 3 level up medallions there. Not very many locks though. Well, the way to overheal is the life leech, spell leech, and I've got life remnant, so yeah, that'll work. Hold up, I got what? Custis? What is that? Oh, custies, customers. I got it. Alright, all my golem works are leveled up. What should I level up next? Should I just do them in order? Finish this chain off, do the thaumaturges, or should I start doing the commanders? Let's do the thaumaturges first. Starting with this one. Yeah, because it should function the same as on Blood Mage, because this robe basically turns us into a Blood Mage. Alright, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be a DPS loss, but we kill stuff so fast that it shouldn't be a problem to lose 2 poison stacks. Alright, what do we need for fast metabolism? Somewhere down here, right? It's like the most expensive anoint. Isolation, 2 sufferings. Suffering, isolation, suffering, yeah. Let's see how that feels. If I don't have to use my life potion as much, that'll be nice. Alright. Let's lock it down. And run it. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, that actually does feel a lot better with fast metabolism. Not having to use the life potion is really nice. And yeah, I'm feeling like I don't really need to press it at all now. Whereas before it was like, I could kind of get by without using it, but occasionally I had to hit it. And I kind of just, because I knew that occasionally I had to hit it, I would just hit it constantly to make sure I never ended up in a spot where I had to press it in order to cast. If that makes sense. Crystallized immunities. Is that the immune to poison one, or is that this one? Crystal, okay. Chill, ignite, and shock. Or chill, ignite, or shock. You run 10 mod maps. What, which one are you going for? Which immunity? Because you only get one, right? Based on which type of gem you use. Oh, that makes sense. I'm sure it's tricky to balance, but if you can make it work, then yeah, that's nice. So what charms do you run then, since you're getting those immunities? Because what do you get? You get chill, ignite, and shock. So you can just have like a freeze charm, maybe a rite of passage or something. Ah, okay. Had a little rush. A lock medallion. Stun, gold, and bleed or chaos, yeah. Bleed is brutal. Ignite is definitely the most brutal, so getting that immunity from the tree is really nice. Yeah, chill immunity is really, really important for that for sure. That's why I love Pathfinder. Just guaranteed chill immunity. And immunity from temp chains and everything. Such a powerful ascendancy node. I was playing my Oracle for a little while earlier and I got chilled at one point and I was like, damn, I forgot how bad this sucks. Another lock, let's go. It's the third one. Temple Party of 6, I don't know, they're different. 10 mod deli maps are hard. I feel like, I don't know, they feel different. Playing them feels different. Like temple mobs are just like, they hit harder and they have a ton of health. Those deli mobs will just one-shot you. I don't know. They feel different to me. I can't really say which one I think is harder. Max Temple with 6 man is probably the hardest mapping type content in the game, but yeah, it is just different. Mobs have different modifiers. Running Abyss overrun maps is always tough, like 10 mod Abyss overrun maps because the abyssal modifiers are so crazy. Sounds like an interesting build, Bobby. Are you planning on like automating all of that, like using Living Bomb, Orb of Storms, and all of that, Frost Bomb? Otherwise, it sounds like a lot of buttons. It's nice that at least for Monk, it's fairly easy to get a decent amount of spirit. Yeah, cast on crit, cast on elemental ailment. It's nice that you can ignore resistances on Invoker too. Yeah, Spellslinger for sure. I have Living Bomb and Spellslinger on this build. It's really nice for this build. If you use it with Overabundance and Harmonic Remnants too, you just get way more infusions this way. Because normally you only get one, has this limit of one active seed for Living Bomb. So Overabundance makes it so now you can have 2 down at once. Potentially get twice as many infusions per mob that you kill with it. That's how I'm able to get just such a ridiculous amount of fireballs. I bet he's got customers again. Spellslinger was only 7 div. Oh, item level 79. I think you only need... It depends on what you're going for. Because you can still, like, if you're going for all spell skills, I want to say that... let's go PoE 2 DB, and if we go to modifiers, go to wands. So like, yeah, you won't be able to get T1 spell damage on a level 79 wand. You need eye level 80. For cold, fire, lightning, you need eye level 81. That's why those are the most expensive. And then level of, if you're going for level of all spells, you only need level 78. So you could still get that. Oh, you have fractured all spells, okay. But yeah, if you want like +5 to like fire, cold, or lightning, you need eye level 81. But yeah, so you won't, so the only things you're going to be missing is you could still get like T2% increased spell damage. You just won't be able to get T1. Same for any of the elemental damages. And then you won't be able to get T1 gain either. You'll have to settle for T2 gain. Yeah. How much have you invested into it? Have you crafted on it yet? Okay, 40 div is not the end of the world, right? But yeah, if you want a better one, if you're going for all spells, then at least eye level 80. Yeah, if you get T2 everything, it'll probably still sell. You can probably still get a good amount of profit off of it, and everything will be cheap. It's just, do you really want to like throw like omens of light and stuff at something that can't ever be as good? You have to kind of weigh the cost benefit on that. Yeah, it is very easy to make currency this league, luckily. That's true. Just throw away the bad ones. Yeah, then you just go for volume crafting, right? Just like try it on a bunch of them until you get lucky. Save yourself the cost of like omens of light and stuff, and don't bother whittling or doing any of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you really need the damage, if you feel like you're not killing things fast enough, I'd probably go with Cooked and get a Megalo with stacking toxins. Otherwise, if you have enough damage, probably stick with fast metabolism because it's just nice quality of life. Like now that I'm playing with it, I think I'm gonna stick with uh, fast metabolism. Look at all these fire infusions. Ow. Those little corrupted blood things she shoots at are painful. Alright, we gonna get lucky? We're gonna get lucky this time. Nope. Alright, everything's locked down. See if we can get that generator back. Damn, not this time. Oh yeah. Dude, the Atziri chest armors are big currency. Were you just selling them unidentified, or were you like trying to corrupt them and everything? And cultivate all that? Yeah, I've definitely made a lot on them myself, but they're pretty rare. Alright, how many divines am I making per temple? I only made 33 raw divs that temple. This temple's still got a ways to go before it starts printing. I also don't have a ton of rarity on this character. I think I'm like just under 100. With really nowhere else to squeeze rarity in, unfortunately. I guess I could ditch cast speed on this and go for a similar ring with double rarity, but I don't know. Kind of broke right now, so probably gotta wait on that. Okay. Sometimes identify, sometimes unidentify. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, at first I was identifying them. I didn't realize they were selling for so much unidentified. And one of the first ones I got was an ES one. It sold for a lot. Really? Non-cultivated energy shield plus helmet is worth 3,000 to 4,000 divs. That's wild. Yeah, I've never tried to cultivate one of those body armors. It's just such a low chance of getting what you want. And then if you miss, it's just garbage. Interesting. All right, maybe I'll start identifying them. I'm not super like hurting for currency right now, so I might as well identify them. Take the gamble. Take the gamble for the big money. Uh, yeah, my answer to your question, Bobby, was if you feel like you need the damage to go for cooked, get stacking toxins on a megalo, because that's a pretty cheap thing to get on a megalo. And then, but if you feel like you have enough damage, then keep fast metabolism on the anoint because it's good quality of life. You won't have to hit your life flask as much. I would just base it on that. What's your tooltip on Bone Storm right now? Your in hideout tooltip. $460? What's 460? $1.3 mil. Might be worth it to go for the damage then. Might be worth it to go for cooked. Cooked is a big damage buff. But yeah, you can always switch to fast metabolism. Switch back if it gets too annoying having to hit your life flask. I honestly don't find I have to hit it that much. I just am like, I don't know. I would just say try it and see how it feels. Hello, A. How's it going? Okay. Yeah, if you don't feel like you need it, then I would say go for the more damage. It sounds like you would probably benefit from the more damage. I'm good. I'm a little sick right now, but other than that, I'm doing good. I've been sick for the last couple days. Fast metabolism is not a must, but the more if you use it, you won't have to hit your life flask as often. Um, you'll probably be a little bit more survivable with fast metabolism also. But yeah, it's not a must. And you can get more damage out of the build if you don't use it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I ran without fast metabolism for a long time, and I was doing just fine. But yeah, this is a little bit nicer for quality of life. I'm still hitting my life flask occasionally, but not as often. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm mostly I never got too sick, and I'm mostly better at this point. Throat just hurts a little bit. I got a little bit of a headache, but not too bad. That's true. I don't know. My Oracle, I wasn't using fast metabolism either. My Oracle has kind of the same setup, and I was using Comet for that. I'm gonna jump on that character later. As soon as I finish all of these, this set of temple runs, I'm gonna jump on my Oracle because my Oracle has 60 temple energy loaded up also, and I'm using Arc on that character now. It's pretty fun. Cast on crit Arc. I was just tired of using Comet, so I switched him to Arc yesterday. Most OP ascendancy for Comet builds? What do you think is the most OP ascendancy for Comet builds? And cheapest to build? Okay. I'm curious. Hell yeah. I'm in for the cookies and being on the dark side. I've never been a big fan of playing the meta. I did it this league with Cast on Crit Comet. I had my fun with it, but also, I don't know, I like doing off meta stuff. Although I guess you could say that Dodra is meta. But you know, I'm putting a different spin on it, so it's still unique. All right, Bobby. We'll see you when you get back. Cheap Infernalist builds. You think Infernalist is the best ascendancy for... Oh, Infernalist. Yeah. My bad. I was reading too far down. Yeah, Infernalist... I was kind of like looking at that ascendancy recently, and it's very interesting. Are you thinking Infernalist with Demon Flame? Or are you going to be using Demon Form? Or like how are you playing it? I feel like there's like several ways you can play that ascendancy. I guess what makes it cheaper? Are you saying it's cheaper just because you can like stack more damage easily by using demon form, or like you don't have to invest as much to get good damage? With demon form it does, right? Because you get all of that, all those stacks of demon flame. I'm like blanking on some of the terms right now. Or infernal flame is the mana replacement thing, right? And then demon flame is like what you build up by being in demon form. I thought it was 50 more crit. Oh, you do get free spirit. That is nice. Yeah, there's definitely something to that. Oh, you're making me want to like make a an infernalist character now. I know last league there was a guy playing an infernalist like self-cast comet build, and he was like, it was probably like the highest DPS build of the league. Yeah, makes sense. The 50% more crit is pretty OP. Okay, kill the architect. Yeah. The guy who he in the farmer's video where he had that crazy boss bash thing. The guy who had the self cast comet build. He made some videos on that. Not the farmer, but the guy who actually made that build. He made some videos talking about it, and he was able to push the damage even higher than in that video. Oh, really? Infernalist as your league starter. That's cool. I saw that somebody did an Infernalist league starter. Somebody made a video about it on YouTube. Seemed pretty cool. I went grenades as my league starter, and I honestly regretted it. I'm not going to be doing that again. Okay, what are we leveling up next? This Thaumaturge, I guess? Ignite, Magnitude, Spark, Infernalist. That's cool. %30 more crit damage from a notable in the tree. Huh? How? Oh, pain attunement. That's right. So a keystone, you mean? Yeah, pain attunement gives you 30% more crit bonus when on low life. But how are you keeping yourself on low life is the thing. Oh, arc, not spark. Yeah. 1500 crit damage is wild. It's a nice tribal mask. 30% crit chance. I got a few of these to corrupt when I'm done. And some altar robes. Oops. Probably corrupt these Adonia's egos too. Isn't there's an MTX for Arc, I think, right? When I switch over to my my Oracle, I might use that. Might buy it. Oh, the belt that makes you low life on 75% or lower life. I don't know. Honestly, anytime there's a build that doesn't use Headhunter, I'm kind of like instantly turned off. I'm a whore for Headhunter. Gotcha. That makes sense. Fast metabolism only seems like it'd be an issue in that like occasionally you'd be over that 75% threshold more often, right? Yeah. Headhunter's just too OP, man. Do you guys think they should nerf Headhunter? Do we think it's too OP? And if we do think they should nerf it, like how should they nerf it? It just makes most other belts obsolete, right? And it kind of makes you like too powerful in my opinion. One sec. All right, we're good. That's kind of how I was thinking they could nerf Headhunter too, is like nerfing the amount of buffs that you get. Because I don't think they should go back to the way they had it before, where it was only like 20 seconds per buff. That's I don't like that. I don't think many people would use it at that point. I think that's too big of a nerf. But I think if they limit the number of Headhunter buffs you can get, because right now you can get like, I think there've been times when I have like right now I have 60. I have 60 Headhunter buffs. Like that's just insane. But maybe if they nerf that so you can only have like 30 at a time or something, like it would still be very OP, but it wouldn't be quite as broken. They could do duration of buffs too. I mean, if they go that route, I hope they just don't make it too short of a duration. I think if they're going to do it, I like the amount of buffs nerf. Yeah, Headhunter is fun. It is super annoying when you're farming Omens of Light because it just pulls you right into the void mobs. Super annoying. Yeah, I like the idea of buffing other choices too. I think they should do that when it comes to builds also. Like a lot of people are saying like, oh, they need to nerf Blood Mage, for example. And it's like, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Make other builds stronger, right? Make other things competitive so that people want to play other builds. I agree. Same strategy with like belts. Dude, I want to see Delve in this game so bad. Delve was the first league I ever played in PoE1 was the Delve League, the league that it came out. I just loved that mechanic. I got so into it. I agree. It'll definitely add some variety to build making and stuff because you have to make builds a lot more tanky and stuff. It also gives you a lot more incentive to just continue to make stronger builds because the content is infinitely scaling. More tough bosses. Yeah, I love the idea of Delve being in this. It says Delve in Act 4 now? I know there was talk of them, like there's that, what is it, Isle of Kin in Act 4 that has, like, it's like all based on Sulfite, and there's like an overturned Sulfite cart or something, like the cart from Delve in PoE1. But I didn't know that there was anything like actually that says Delve. I hope that's the next mechanic they add. That would be sick. I can't wait to see how they shake up like the Atlas and stuff too, though. Oh, interesting. I ran through the campaign sort of recently, but I also was just trying to like speed run it, so I wasn't stopping to look at things. So if it was there, I probably just walked right past it and didn't notice. Alright, let's see if we can get a body armor this time. I'll identify it.
Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul. Succumb to me. Enough of this! They don't understand our connection. They could never understand. I am eternal. Kill her quickly.
Yep, that's honestly the only way I run through the campaign now. Forrest Gump on crack. I'm actually still thinking about putting out a video on Twink speedrunning the campaign for casters. Because last time I ran the campaign, I ran it on a witch recently. And I was able to I had like 120k DPS on Bone Storm in Act 4. Like one-shotted Tavakai and stuff. It was pretty cool. But I might make a video on how to like maximize caster DPS in the campaign. Ooh, we got the generator. Level up this thaumaturge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're like 14 more rooms to level up. I think I'm about to order some food real quick, and then when my food gets here, I'll jump off for a bit. It's crazy how long running the temple takes. When you've got a Giga temple, this many rooms takes a while to run. I figured I'd be able to run all 60 crystals before dinner time, but I don't think that's going to happen. One to 4 body armors per 60 crystals. That's crazy. That's super good luck. I've talked to people that said they, in like 20 or 30 at Zeri runs, they didn't see a single body armor. All right, I put in my DoorDash order. I think I've got like another half hour or so before it gets here. Try to do another run or two before then. 9 to 10% drop rate. Yeah, that sounds about right. 50 to 60 this league. That's a ton. I would say I've probably dropped maybe 20 or 30. At Ares access chamber. Yeah, so I always put it right here. At Ares access chamber, I always drop it in this spot. And then when you run at Zeri, it destabilizes, so you lose the room. And then the next run, I'll fight the architect, put the royal access chamber right there again, and then repeat the process. You can run at Zeri every other time with that setup. So that's what I'm doing. That time I got more divs, like 42. Not bad. Whoops, let me put that in here. Oh yeah, standard at Zeri Rush setup. You're able to do at Zeri every run with that strat? I'm dropping tribal masks left and right today. You should, dude. Build the full temple. Follow that guy's video that I linked in my video, LLYD or whatever his name is. Lid. He does a full like walkthrough, full like step by step. Here's exactly what to do. Here's exactly where to place every room and everything. So you can just follow along. It takes a while. It takes a while to build up a temple like this, but it's doable. Just comes down to your RNG. I mean, yeah, it takes out the profit from the boss, but also you can drop mirrors and stuff in the temple, so the boss is RNG profit, right? And the temple is a guaranteed profit. Right now it's not printing as much as it should, but when I run the temple on my Oracle, it's guaranteed like 60 to 90 divs per run. Raw divs, not including like greater or perfect chaos, perfect exalts, tribal masks, whatever other stuff drops. And then of course, yeah, mirrors, Hindicores, locks, all that. Yeah, if you go to my temple video on YouTube and you go to the description, there's a video there's a link to the video just in the description of my video that will link you to LLYD's video, and he walks through like everything you need to do to build the temple. Azeri every run is cool. I think if I make another character, which I might do at some point, I don't know. I'm having fun on this character, so I'm probably gonna play this for a while. But if at some point I do decide to make another character, I'm not gonna build another Giga Temple like this. I'll just do the Atziri every run strat. If you were identifying actually selling ES helmet for proper price, you think it'd be competitive with Big Temple? Yeah, it could be. Honestly, I think the reason I like doing it this way is I really like uh, farming the temple. Like the big Giga Juice temple that just has like really overpowered mobs and stuff. It's just a lot of fun to me. It's like dopamine overload, especially when you're playing cast on crit and you've got, like you see on screen right now, just like a million procs of your skills. It's just very satisfying. Whereas just boss rushing is just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of boring. Boy, OG just hit me up. Damn. That is an insane wand drop. What the fuck? Yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah, there's no replacement for 60 headhunter buffs. Exactly. Oh shit. I didn't mean to unpause the game. I wasn't ready. I wasn't holding my controller. Yeah, that's a gorgeous drop. Oh, a headhunter. I still can't get over that drop, man. So crazy. I never pick up loot off. I don't pick up like gear off the ground anymore. When you're running juice temples like this, it's just too much to try to go through it all. But damn, that's insane. Oh shit. And he hit the fracture. Yeah, that's wild. Look at that shit. Perfect T1 spell damage, fractured, +5 all physical spell skills, and what's that? T3 cast speed. That's really nice. I feel like it depends on how much risk you're willing to take on, right? Like if you need more currency right now, I wouldn't sanctify, but if you're comfortable and you want to go for the big money, sanctifying might actually be worth it. So if that thing rolls up to +6, that'd be worth a fortune. And I think physical spells are worth a lot. Like there's enough people, there's enough plant daddies out there that physical spells are sought after. And then of course anybody trying to play my bone cage build would also want a physical wand. I think I missed a tink. Yeah, you got to be rich enough to take the risk. Like for me personally, right now, if I had that wand, I wouldn't sanctify it. I would sell it as is, but that's because I'm kind of poor right now. But I also don't really need currency either. Like I'm poor, but I also don't like need currency that bad right now. So maybe I would sanctify it. But like my own wands, I would love to sanctify. On this setup, yeah, I have all skills, and that's because I wanted to use the Despair Curse, and that's a Chaos skill. So if I used like fire spell skills, since I'm using Fireball, um, then that wouldn't level up Despair. Also, I still am using Bone Storm. Where is it? Bone Storm for bossing, which is a physical skill. So having an all spell skills wand is nice. Gives me that flexibility. Would be really nice if I sanctified it up to a +5 though. This thing would be super OP. Yeah, the 2 socket ones. What was the level of the spell slinger on his? Only level 18 spell slinger, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, the a 2 socket normal dueling wand with level 20 spell slinger on it goes for like 3 mirrors. It's wild. It's because of shit like that, like bases, exceptional bases being worth so much, that makes me think next league I'm probably going to make a ritualist and do negative rarity farming. It's definitely the most profitable type of farming. Hmm. You don't think fractured spell damage is on the market? Really? Yeah, minus 100 rarity, that's the break point, right? That's that's sick that you got it there. The rings are expensive. What build are you doing for Ritualist with that setup? Yeah, Venters are crazy expensive. Especially the ones with like the lowest implicit rarity and the lowest negative rarity. Crazy how expensive they are. Oh, maybe it's his wasn't Spellslinger level 20 though. Dirt cheap? Really? You got them for dirt cheap, or you're saying they are dirt cheap? The ingenuity, what getting like one that's overrolled. What am I doing here? Let me check on my food. I don't think I'm gonna have time to run another one. Yeah, my food's gonna be here in like 10 minutes. Maybe I'll just corrupt some stuff before I go. Okay, upgrade the last thaumaturge. Just lock these now. Interesting. I'll double corrupt some headhunters. Do some tribal masks. I'll do this stuff before I go. Then after I eat, I'll jump back on for another stream. I got plenty of time tonight. $34, $36 ingenuity. 6 minus 28 and 6 minus 29 rings to get minus 100. It's the ones that are 6 and like minus more than 30 that are worth like a fortune, right? That are like worth mirrors. You only have 2 rings to get to the minus 100 breakpoint. Are people running 3 of those? to hit? Is there like another breakpoint at like 150 or something? Or do you have to get to minus 200 to hit another breakpoint?
Inspiring.
1 to 2 mirrors for the ingenuity? God damn. That's crazy. Alright, we'll do these altar robes too. Oh, Calandra's touch, okay. Right.
The shipment.
What did I buy? Oh, I got one of these reliquary keys. See, I bought it for 340 divs. Sell it back for 399. Not huge profit, but it's something. Should have done this before I filled up my inventory.
What's new? Come check out what came in. Can I help? I'll post it right away.
3,000 divs. Yeah, not that much, right? Only 3,000 divs. Dude, you said that any other league, we would have been talking multi-mirror. It's crazy how inflated everything is this league. The most I ever had at one time in any previous league before this one was like 700 divs. I think I might have had like 800 if I had sold some stuff off, but like this league, 1,000. I think I've had like, I think the most I had this league was like 12 or 13,000 at once. Is it worth using Omens of Corruption at this point? God, they're 4 divs each. I feel like for the headhunters it's worth it. For everything else, no. So I will grab 2 of these for the headhunters. And we want to hit an implicit resistance, ideally. I didn't hit on either of them, that's lame. Also hit him with the Architect's Orb. They need to have like an incursion stash tab. Increased armor. Lame. You price everything in Atziri body armors. Yeah, how many Atziri body armors is that worth? Alright, so we're just going to hit these with regular... Oh, I didn't quality them. I'm an idiot. At least I only did one before realizing that. Quality and socket. All right, now we can val everything. We get an implicit spirit. All right, no. Implicit energy shield, that's nice. I have no idea what happened. Nothing, I think. I need more cultivation orbs.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Alright, let's see a +4. None? Nope. Alright, for this we want to roll away the skills gain based life cost and get life cost efficiency. Nope. Into the dump tab they go. I got more of these and some wrath piths to do too. I wish when it came to quality and stuff there was just like a apply all button or something. I hate sitting here spamming until it's at 20% quality. Just like one button, boom, 20% quality. Why is that not a thing? Ooh, third socket. Nope. Doesn't do anything. If you hold the button, there's no like, yeah, apply all or anything. So I sit here and just spam the button. Is there a way to do it on mouse and keyboard? I was under the impression there wasn't. If there is, I'll just switch to mouse and keyboard when I'm doing that. So that'll save me time. Okay, let's hit a good cultivation here. Oh, 49% is so nice, but it kept the bad line. This one's double damage. That's not bad. Ooh, T4 crit. All right, man. Good talking to you. I'll be on later too, so if you wanna chill and chat more later, I'll be back and I'm gonna leave in like 5 minutes or something, and I'll be back in probably like an hour. And yeah, I'll be streaming more this weekend too, probably tomorrow and Sunday. Okay, is this worth anything? What, I don't have exiled exchange up. Alright, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, this is not telling me anything. Six, 3. Wow, these are not worth much. You have to hit the double crit and the double damage for them to be worth a lot. Preferably roll off the increased, the additional life cost too. Should honestly just vendor all these stupid body armors. Alright, what else do I have to corrupt? I'm probably just gonna head out for now. Yeah, my food's about to pull up. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna go eat, do some stuff, and then I'll probably be back in like an hour, maybe a little bit less, something like that. For more temples, I'll probably play on my Oracle a little bit too, run some temples on my Oracle. So thanks for those of you who joined. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. See you guys. Peace.